One goal I have set for myself in life, but specifically in the year of 2025, is to be more mindful. For me, my personal definition of mindfulness is to be more in touch with my mind, my body, and my spirit. Now, there are many ways one can go about doing this, but for me personally, I've discovered journaling. I have found that journaling helps me be able to cope and explore my emotions more freely. When I take time to open my journal, I instantly feel more at ease. Back in December of 2024, I went through a rough time where it felt like nothing was going right. During that time, specifically in January, I remember going through and cleaning out my room, and I stumbled upon my old bullet journal from 2020. And when I found that, I decided, hey, let me pick it up again. Instead of setting unrealistic expectations and goals for what my journal should look like, I decided to instead let it be whatever I needed it to be. It can be messy, it can be imperfect, but it's what I need. I would open my journal during my free time and put in random little things. I would doodle, I would write, I would glue stuff in, I would put stickers in it, whatever. I completed my very first journal in the month of May. This is what she looks like. She's very full, and she has stickers on the back as well. So in the beginning of June, I started my new journal. This is what she looks like. She's just a little bit full, and I'm so excited to continue filling her up. I use journaling to help me notice my environment. Sometimes I'll take my little brother to the park or to a playground, and I might notice the little things like the birds chirping, the wind rustling the leaves, or maybe the squirrels running around. And honestly, those are things I wouldn't notice if I weren't thinking about how I want to write things in my journal or remember things through journaling. So journaling can help me really just notice my environment and appreciate the little things in life that I wouldn't otherwise notice. Do you ever feel like things are just off sometimes? Almost like you're in a rut? Me too. Now, one thing I notice or try to notice and pay attention to whenever I feel like something is kind of just wrong is I pay attention to my habits. And I can just assess what's going on in my life, what I've been up to recently, and how that might be affecting my spirit, my morals, anything like that. And the way I can use my journal to do that is I can write, for example, I can write habits. And let me just think of an example. A habit I have set in stone is to do my nightly skincare. So I'm gonna do nightly skincare. Now that habit makes me feel good. I feel like I've taken care of myself and I've done something good, you know? And there might be habits that aren't as good that I need to take away. Now, another thing I can write to assess how my spirit is doing is to say what makes me feel good. So for that, I'm gonna write being in nature. Or if I'm looking to serve others, I can write volunteering at church. Because those are some of the things that I know feed my spirit. So whenever something's feeling off, I use my journal to help me reassess. Unfortunately, I am the medically problematic child in my family, but one thing I do with my journal is I use it to help me keep track of my health. Sometimes I just might not be feeling as good, and I can write that down. Or sometimes I'm feeling great and super energetic like today, and I can track how I use that energy. In conclusion, I plan to continue journaling through my years in college and long after that. I'm really looking forward to looking back at these journals years later to see all the amazing things I did and accomplished and overcame during my years at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore.